Okay, taking a little tour of my summer garden here, and it is very small. I just didn't get a chance to do things that I wanted to do this year. And I said, you know what? That's okay. It's what it is. It's been blazing hot down here in the deep south. I'm just like, I got a south facing garden with very little shade, all straight up concrete, no grass. No. The gardens will tell you why. I just ain't feeling it this year. I have decided I'm a cool weather grower, and I'm gonna focus on things like your leafy greens, things like beets, and things that can handle the cool and cold temperatures here in a 8A region, which is hot, but it's definitely not the hottest. So here in Arkansas, South Central Arkansas, and I'm like, man, I ain't finna fool with it. After this year, no. That's why I got overgrown vegetables in these starter cups. It's whatever, you know. But we're gonna take a tour anyway, because we're gonna have this looking absolutely gorgeous this fall and winter, because that's my particular favorite season of growing. So as you see, I got all concrete. So this is gonna be a straight up urban, all container garden, because I don't got no grass. That's a few little weeds back there, but I ain't got no grass. I just got a big patio back here to work with. So we're gonna have a bunch of amazing containers of leafy greens and other different types of vegetables that can grow well in the cool weather time period of later September through spring. And we're gonna roll with that, but we're gonna take a tour. Okay, it's a little messy. These are some food safe containers that my son got from Costco for me. Appreciate you, son, holding it down, because you know we likes to upcycle. Them two scruggling. Look at them, they scruggling. Little herbs. That's some parsley over there to the right that is going to seed. That was planted like in November of last year. And then that's a rosemary plant, an organic rosemary plant that I purchased from Whole Foods. Like, you can purchase the whole plant, and it's actually still doing okay. I'm just gonna put that in, break that up into a couple of different plants. We're gonna put it in some nice containers here for fall. Okay, here, this will be our problem child here. These are just overgrown cherry tomato plants that I've never potted into the correct. The thing is, I've been eating off of them though. I've been eating little bitty cherries off of them, cherry tomatoes that is. And this one, I just watered everything, so that's why it was just drooping. It was a hot mess, literally. But this particular one, I cut off of the actual, you see that one down there? That plant I did grow from seed. All of these are grown from seed. I didn't get to buy any starter plants this year, so everything that you see out here was grown from seed, except that one organic that I bought last year. Anyway, but this cherry tomato plant here, this is the Gardener's Delight. I got this packet of seeds for 1 cent at Dollar General. Like, it wasn't last year, it was the year before, I don't know, but I got a million seeds. But so they did well, the plants grew well. And this one came off of that mother plant over there. It was a as they call it, a what is the name of it, a sucker, a little piece of I snipped it off of that plant and started it. And it's I may still pot this, but these two babies, we're gonna whatever. This one here is a bell pepper plant that I purchased. This is a bell pepper plant grown from seed that the pepper itself was purchased from Wally World. So it actually did, you know, turn into a plant from the actual little seeds inside of that, just little El Cheapo green bell pepper that I bought from Walmart. That's a lemon. Let me pull this up. What this is a lemon, just a lemon I bought from the store. I can't even remember which store, but these are a couple of lemon seeds that I planted on, it says 421. So those take a long time. I'm gonna show you another one that I started in 2021. You're gonna see how big it is. Okay, that's those. Let's go down here. Okay, these are some yellow wax. These plants ain't did nothing. They grew well the year before. I think I just have them in, I'm just playing around. I actually grew these before in a you know, a respectable sized container. And this is just me goofing off. I'm just playing. And I like playing out here just to see what stuff can do. And why people say there's a reason for everything. Look at that weed over there. Look at it. I'm gonna get your ass later. Anyway, these are 2 bell pepper from that same bell pepper as the little one in the herb box. 2 bell pepper plants growing in a 5-gallon bucket. The reason I have them inside of those grow bags is aesthetic. I just don't like the look of these country ass pots. I don't care for it. It's me. It's a personal thing. It's no reason for it other than it's pure aesthetic. I had an idea and I just never got to it, but I have actually grown inside of those grow bags just the normal natural way, and the plants did fantastic. So I may do that again with those this fall. We don't know. We're gonna see. Those are a couple of planter boxes that I may do something with. We'll see. Bell peppers. This hasn't produced anything yet. This one, this is another 2 plants. I don't know if you can see in there. Those are 2 plants, and this one actually been producing peppers. I've cut some off of here. They not real big, but I cut the first few ones off so that the next round could, you know. I've been kind of, as you can see, pruning these guys, trying to make them into like some trees. The peppers look good. They look real good. This is from the Walmart bell pepper. Okay. This guy here, this is another 2 pepper plants, but this one is a poblano, and this is just from some seeds I got from Walmart. So it is 2 plants that I grew from seed. It has produced 1 poblano, and I ate it. I've only eaten poblanos out. That little joker was hot. It was hot. It was hotter than I thought it was. I mean, I can't eat spice like I used to when I was younger, so it was hot. So I know this gonna produce some more because it got buds everywhere. So okay, this is the Gardener's Delight cherry tomato plant. As you can see, it got, I mean, this produces every single day. I eat cherry tomatoes like just from this one plant. My goodness. And it is, this plant has fell over, broken, if you can see that. I mean, it's still producing. It's just a very easy to grow. You know, if this thing was in the ground, I mean, it would be going nuts. But it's in this 5-gallon bucket here, and seems to be doing good. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I mean, free cherry tomatoes, you can't beat that from a pack of 1-cent seeds that I still have plenty of them. So soil, I mean, that's just some reused soil that I've been using over and over again for the past few years. So hey, this one here, this little guy in this little crazy Easter pot is a, you know what this is. It's a banana pepper, which I love those. And it's producing those guys. And it's just in this little, tiny little bucket. Look at that little bucket. I'm just having fun. I'm not even paying this stuff no attention, I promise you. And it's just doing its things, whatever. Okay. Over here we got some okra, red okra plants. A friend of mine gave me these seeds back in like 2021. I grew one. I let one of the pods grow the seed, and these are the result of those seeds being planted this year. I never potted them up. I love okra. I've never really had red okra like that, but it's whatever. And this is a collard green plant that I started on, let's see what date this is. In February. I've been eating off that, the little leaves here and there. Out of that cup. Out of a freaking cup. I've been eating off of it over and over. Not enough to make anywhere near a pot of greens, but let's say I want to throw one in something or add it to my salad or smoothie. I just come snip one off. I got this kind of in a slightly shaded area because that thing is struggling in this heat. This guy here is another, I want to say this is a poblano plant. Another one. I never did anything with it, but you live and learn. It's just been too hot, really, and I've been busy. That's why I ain't really been doing nothing. These are a couple of watermelon plants, yellow meat watermelons. I got these from Baker Creek some years back, the seeds that is, and they've even had watermelons on them, but they all, you know, of course, never in a cup. They ain't did nothing, but the plants are there, and I even still water them like a nut. Okay, this is that lemons little tree that I got going on here. I knocked this over the other day. That's why it's looking like that. I gotta put this in a bigger pot because this plant is a little over 2 years old now. I planted it in July of 2021, and look at her now. She's taller than me. Look at her. It's ain't produced a lemon yet, but you know, with lemon seeds, just from my research, you may or may not get actual lemons, but this is an experiment in patience, so we're gonna see what happens. And this plant is definitely cold hardy. We've had some cold days here in Arkansas, and it was outside some days, and some days I drug it in, some days I didn't, but it ain't never died. It's still producing, so we'll see. And if all fails, we can graft on some fruiting lemon branches and get us some lemons on that baby. That's what we gonna do with that. Some pots I ain't never did nothing with. Look at that little sad thing. Yeah, it's sad. But that's my little ghetto garden tour, and we are literally in the ghetto. Please believe me. Please believe me. But yeah, I ate a lot off that parsley, and I've eaten a lot off this rosemary. Ain't nothing like fresh herbs in your food. My goodness, I'm gonna grow a whole bunch of more herbs this fall and winter. I look forward to it. I've had many plants pass away, unfortunately, and you know what, you live and learn. That's just a part of the gardening experience. I think gardening is a wonderful hobby. This is so much fun for me. I'm not trying to monetize it, because just doing this little bit I'm doing on this beginner level, I realize the power in knowing how long it takes for your food and what goes into getting these things to produce. You know, forget the financial investment, the time, the patience required, the pruning, the learning. And YouTube University, shout out to you, because I don't learn so much, and that actually helps me through something that I went through, which was grieving the passing of my sister. Me and my sister passed away in November 2020. It was non-COVID related, but that literally knocked the wind out of me. And me and her had been talking about doing us a little garden, you know, and that I kept on. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead on and do that, because that was just something she and I chatted about doing. And you know, we had killed a cilantro plant earlier that year, so I was like, I'm gonna learn this thing. And so I feel like, you know what, I'm getting there. It's gonna take some time, and this is a wonderful thing to learn how to do, though. And I think in this day and age where we're all on social media, you know, honestly, excessively, to go outside and do something. Like, I'm outside. Yeah, I'm outside. It's right here in this heat. It's like, it feel like it's 100 degrees out here. It's like 6 or 7 o'clock at night, and it's hot. I mean, and I don't, lifelong Arkansas resident, I know what is hot, like it's hot in the summer. This right here, though, shout out to the farmers. Stop what you're doing and stand up and get them farmers some praise. I don't care if it's conventional, organic, in a container, in a bucket, in a house. If somebody out there growing some food and they serving people, you need to stand up and give them some credit, because this is not no joke right here. This ain't for play. That is the real deal. And that's all I gotta say. This is my little ghetto garden tour for summer 2023, winding down. I'm getting excited. I'm gonna fill this little patio up with all kind of beautiful buckets, because I like pretty. So it ain't been pretty, so I'm like, I gotta have it pretty. I'm that kind of person. It got to be aesthetically pleasing. See, that's where I knocked over. Anyway, but that's all I got for you all today. Thank you for listening to me rant and rave, share my world, what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do, what I'm planning on doing. We can come back and look at this some years later and say, you know what? Her little ghetto garden don't came up. It don't glowed up. So that's the plan. God willing, we'll see that. And catch you on the next time. Later.